which is actually quite cool because I like that idea.
Mm-hmm.
It gives
Yeah,
it
because
more
then
of
it
a
becomes much more like routes in something like Nier or other games like that.
like Bloodborne per se, because that's another one that has
Yeah.
that feature too. You can
Mm-hmm.
do. But I thought it was interesting. There's one guy who's like, "Oh, the game's not interesting enough. It needs to be better." And oh my god, I was like, you can tell these guys haven't actually played a real game since like forever. Maybe they think that every game's supposed to be the same.
Mm. Well, they may also be just going based upon the visuals first and believing
Because
that
actually, there's one guy that did say it's like an indie AAA title, which makes
exactly
sense because
because the thing is, it looks like it's built of say 50, but it's a team of 7.
yeah, that's why it was like everyone's like 7 people. How the fucking people pulled that off? It's
Mm-hmm.
pretty easy. Look at look at um uh Welcome to Handwell. One developer did everything on there. One.
Well, I wouldn't say it's easy. It depends highly
He said
upon
it
the people.
wasn't as easy, but he said if you're really into the game, you can go far. If you're really gonna do your thing and do it the way you want, you can go pretty fucking far with it. And that's the truth. You can go pretty far. But I didn't know like it. I didn't realize that it was only like one developer on that game because I was like, damn, one on Handwell? That's crazy. And the graphics are pretty damn good. Even though he didn't use Unreal Engine 4 like Agony, because that's what they're running on. Which I thought was pretty cool. Unreal Engine 4, and you can make a game like that good looking. That is crazy.
Oh, yeah. No, well, the people who know how to make Unreal 4 jump know how to make it jump. It all depends. Nearly any one of those engines you can make do lots of different things. It just depends on how much internal work you have to do to the engine. In contrast, something like Cryotech is really easy to play with, where Cryotech has made their software really easy to go in and change around with, whereas Unreal, you need to know the playground of it.
Huh. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
But the way they made the game, a lot of people don't like it because of the censor. I get why people don't like it, is because you're technically hurting the game in like perspective, if you think about it. You're removing one of the key features to the game, which was
well, it's clamping down on
disturbing.
an artist's voice and presence.
But like honestly, I don't know why Steam ever did that. That they didn't do it to other games that were on there. And I heard they remove all anime like completely.
Yeah, they've started doing that for some reason. I don't know who's causing a fuss or what's going on there.
Because somebody's causing a big fuss because I've never heard of them doing that, actually. That's the first time I've ever heard of that, because I know a lot of people that have, like, anime on there. Or used to. Until now. But, you know, that's how things work, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You can't have, everything be your way. You know they should have did instead? They should have just took their game and did it themselves. And put it out. That's what a few people said, because there is actually a group that is actually starting up that's going to be doing that for the games that are censored by those who
Oh,
want to just
publish
do
on their own turf, is it? Instead of through a marketplace.
Yeah, because some people said that it's kind of ridiculous of having their game being shoved into the censored light when it shouldn't technically, because there's games worse than Agony, way worse. Like the one I get the one like the school shooting thing on Steam. I get that one. You should censor that or remove it. Not Agony. Agony doesn't even do anything, and this is their first game, first ever game to be published. Like, a lot of people are still confused on why and how. I'm like this. That's because some people probably just got pissed off and wanted to go after a game. That's all I can say. That's what probably it was. Somebody got pissed off on the way on how it looked, talked to Steam, and had this shit go on, which is a possibility. And like 3 other people said the same thing I said. I was like, cool. People actually agree with me. So that means that anyone makes a game like that disturbing is gonna have it censored. Which is kind of unfair. For me, I'd have to say it's unfair. And there's actually one guy that actually did say, does that mean everyone who wants to make a game can't do it because you have to censor them for it? And he has no message. He's like waiting for their little tiny message thing to go on. But damn, I didn't know it was getting that much, a little too much hate for certain things.
It's the first one in a while to really do aggressive levels of body horror, so, and people are really uncomfortable about that kind of stuff.
They even allowed the fucking children's head exploding in it, which I'm surprised they even allowed that, for fuck's sakes. Like, damn. Thinking about it, not any other game was ever allowed that, and I know that for a fact. Because look at what was it? What's that game? It's basically a zombie game, but like they tore strips out of that.
What's happened?
Because of the little baby kid
He is
being a
gathering weapons
zombie.
even as we speak now.
My friends are in trouble too.
Oh, I
What
think
did the
that was the
message say?
They've been taken to somewhere
original
called PC.
Dead Island.
Boss is gonna ransom
They
them
tore
and then
strips
sell
out of
them
that,
away.
and like
Oh, this is good.
like
You have time.
the game was
Jason,
redone
please,
all over
fight for us.
from.
The Rakyat will be murdered. If you can
And I was
sabotage
like,
the weapons,
damn,
it'll weaken
like,
Vaas.
really?
It'll be
Because
easy
of the
to kill.
kid.
I'll do it.
Like, go crazy over nothing.
I knew we could count on you. The pirates stuck weapons in the logging camp in the jungle. Shut off the alarm first, okay? If it is triggered, they will secure the weapon shed. Steal the explosives, then destroy the weapons. You got that?
Okay.
Good luck.
And the funny thing, I think games should be. Me personally, I think games should be any way they want. Not be like, basically, oh, you want this game this way? Sorry, you're not allowed it. Basically, I think that
I
shit
don't
should.
exactly follow what you mean.
I think games should not be. Just similar like movies, they're not stuck where they, you're not allowed to do something. I think games should be the same way.
If you don't, I can't get new stock in from the remote villages.
Because
and trust me, they got some
you think about it,
top-notch gear you're gonna want.
there's movies that are like 500 times worse than a game, by far. I've seen some of them, like some of those indie games or indie movies. They are bad. But that's allowed, which still doesn't make any fucking sense, but I guess all the bad stuff is allowed in in movies, but fuck games. They're not allowed. Okay, now I gotta go take this outpost and use the silent sniper rifle. Dun dun dun. What happened to the vehicle I had? Yeah, that's probably gone. Oh, I like that when they were talking about Battlefield 5, saying it's gonna sounds like the worst Battlefield. I was like, really? You say everything's bad. Said Battlefield 1 was going to be bad, and look what happened. Now its servers are full of people. Fucking confusing people.
Honestly, 5 looks, aside from 1's swap of time, 5 looks the most interesting.
Actually, there's somebody that said that same thing. It actually looks like it's going to be an interesting type of game. Just other people don't like it because it has a girl in it. Woohoo! I think the girl actually makes it more interesting, but that's my opinion.
Yeah.
If we get to play as a girl online, or make a girl character online, why the hell not?
Well, what I'm trying to figure out is, like, is it in a particular time period? Like,
yeah, as in World War II.
Yeah.
As World War II, they said that actually the campaign is going to be purely authentic, like basically like real war. Just it's going to be the untold ones that basically were basically shoved under a rock and never talked about. Ones that everyone's like, oh, this never happened? That type of thing going on. But some people didn't listen to what was all said, so they went off their rocker and went crazy. That's why there's a not my battlefield hashtag thing going on, or woman fields, and oh my god. And I'm just sitting here like, are you all a bunch of fucking idiots? Like,
looks better than Ops 4.
And that one, I can say for sure, is gonna be shitty.
Yeah. Well,
just the way they have it, it sounds like it's gonna be bad.
Well, cause now that they're letting Sledgehammer be the main dev and Treyarch's just additional, it's gonna be trash. Treyarch was the one good development studio they had for COD games.
Yeah.
Plus, their multiplayer just seems to be chasing Infinity Warfare and
actually,
Advanced.
You know what it reminds me of? Is fucking Overwatch. It's like Overwatch and Fortnite mixed together.
Except Overwatch actually has interesting characters.
Yeah, that's the only thing. And I don't like Fortnite at all. Like, I've never even played Overwatch, so I wouldn't even know.
Overwatch is good. Overwatch is good when you've got a team who knows what they're doing with you.
Most of the time, I don't have anyone that knows what they're doing. So, I'm basically the one that's going in blind. Fuck this shit. It's going in blind. Whee! It's always fun going in blind, you know? Not for the some people, at least. It's very bad for them to go like that. You gotta go silent. Oh
Where's the
shit, I
kid?
forgot. I don't got a silent
Now
mode.
for the alarm.
Oops.
Stop shooting, but I'm hit!
Oh, and PUBG is having fun suing.
Yeah.
Which I think is quite funny, actually, but that's my opinion.
It'll be an interesting case to follow to see what they're gonna try and do. I have
And
a
somebody
feeling that
said
Epic's
if,
lawyers are gonna be real good.
Somebody said that if they say if PUBG actually won, that would mean that Fortnite might actually have to remove their game, depending on the guidelines, you know.
Yeah, the severity of the suit and what they're trying to go after.
And I was like, damn, wouldn't that really suck? Everyone would have to have a refund on their game. Like,
well, PUBG's free, or
no,
Fortnite's
I mean
free,
Fortnite.
so there would be
the refund for all the characters and stuff.
The costumes, yeah.
Like all the stuff that was bought. I'm like this. At least it gets rid of one game that I didn't really like. I know a lot of people would probably hate me for that comment, but honestly, I did not like Fortnite. Sorry for all the people that do like Fortnite, but... And if it does get taken down, I'll be surprised.
Yeah. Well, especially when you're going... Because PUBG's team is essentially a small level studio, whereas when they're going up against Fortnite, they're fighting Epic.
Which is a AAA company that actually
Which is a AAA company that has multiple $1 million in backing.
And you also, not to mention, they were the ones that actually bought one game and one game only beforehand, and then they actually sold it, which was kind of retarded, but which would have probably made them more profit than PUBG's idea, but yeah, not going there. And the game I'm talking about is Unreal Tournament. A game that would have been fun if it was on the PS4, because you wouldn't have all this bullshit going on. I should send Epic Games a message saying, you might want to rethink about Unreal Tournament not being on the PS4.
Well, they'd put it on PC first.
No, it's actually on PC it's been on there for like the longest time. It just, they already announced that it wouldn't technically be on PS4 or Xbox, because they don't see any market in it. And I'm like this laughing. You don't see any market in it. Whoa! Are you kidding me? I'd be playing that 24/7, fuck. It's like they don't remember most people would be playing the game. And I know Unreal Tournament, if it actually, say, was to be on the PS4, any game
The
that
radio said Voss was recording ransom videos
was
of
like
PC.
crazy wouldn't be able to handle going against it. And I know that for a fact. None of the games would be able to handle it. Because a lot of people that played that game, yeah. Or even played any of the Unreal tournaments. It'd be funny. I know a lot of people would be crying over it because they think that it'd be a bad idea, but I don't think it would be. I think it would be a perfect idea. Give us the awesome game of that. Watch how many people cry over it because they'll be playing it and they'll be like, this game's too hard for me. But it's not even too hard. Because I've seen a lot of people on it, on the game, or on games, and they act like they're so cool, but
that's one of the
they're not.
Got it.
Remember,
They're just funny.
the strength you receive from the
At least to
past
me, they are.
will help you succeed.
I got no.
And you guys trying to kill me? Get out of here.
This is gonna pay.
Did you die? I'm playing Far Cry 3. Now you can go downstairs and go play your game. And you know, Fortnite's Save the World is going to be free, so...
Tomorrow?
No, summer, which is like not even like...
It's going to be summer, like right now.
It's close, but if you wait and not buy it, that might be the only thing you might be able to play. And it might actually become free because of all the crazy stuff that's going on. Okay, don't do that, please. Yeah, I do have a World War II ham radio here. Don't need that thing broken. Because it costs too much money to even, like... fix, literally. I see you have Titanfall too. You like that?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
I have a friend that's like, that doesn't like that game because of the way it's set up. I'm like, there's not a lot of people would like it anyways. It's not like
What do you
other
mean by
games.
setup?
The way it is set up. He thinks it's like weird or it doesn't feel right to him or something. Which is reasonable because not every game is gonna be like, oh, I can play this anytime I want. And I know that for a fact. I've played some weird ass games that I don't feel like even playing ever again. Here's a grenade. Catch it, boys.
Don't let me die.
$308. I'd be able to buy probably nothing.
You better hide, motherfucker.
Might be able to get a PSVR.
Oh, that was hurtful. Oh, that's what was attacking me. A tiger. Oh shit, shit. Stop looking at me. So what's your favorite type of game? Or type, to be honest.
Probably like RPGs, mainly the Dark Souls series.
I'm surprised. Oh, by the way, there is gonna actually be one that's like that is coming to PS4. It's called Sinner. Didn't even talk with the developers. Forgot to tell some people because they're big fans of Dark Souls. So. It's basically like a Dark Souls version, except for this one is a little bit different.
Where'd you go?
Not too sure on exactly how different it is. All I know is it's quite an interesting type of game called The Sinner.
Oh yeah, I see it here.
Actually looks pretty fucking good for a game, honestly.
Alright, who's dev on it?
It's an indie dev.
To continue in the path of a warrior, you should take a look at the jobs on the bulletin.
Got the bullets. Nothing to be afraid of. Pirates. This.
I'm not too sure if it would be anybody's liking, but actually looks pretty interesting. Because somebody I know told me about it, and then I looked it up, and I was like, oh, cool. Then I ended up sending the developer a message, and they said they're working on the PC version, and he'll eventually be on the PS4.
I got Porter.
Because I think he said that it's actually completely finished on the... So yeah, the developer asked me if I would know anyone that would like it. I was like, I don't know, maybe.
Oh, he's backing off. He's shooting at me. Aha! Fuck, grenade! I can't. Die! Quickly, grenade! Stop me, motherfucker! I'm dead.
What? Souls-like, alright.
There's also another game. Oh, yeah, but not many would like it. It's Code Vein. That's another version of Souls, but anime instead.
Yeah.
Which actually I think is a smart idea, is make one like that, because that'd be pretty fucking cool, in my opinion. But I've seen a lot of people don't like it because it's not like what it should be.
I
And
just
what should that be?
Combat's a little hard to get your head around.
I was like this, like any game's gonna be hard, you know. Anyone knows that for a fact. You just learn how to play. Pirates Outpost. Huh. Hey, what's up, Superman? Whoever you were.
To continue in the path of a warrior, we should take a look at the job on the bulletin. It was beautiful once. It will be again.
I usually just take all the towers on Far Cry 3's. Just go around, take all the towers, and then do the missions.
Yeah.
Makes it easier in the long run, because then you have all those weapons and stuff. Someone I know says that takes the fun out of it. Not really. I think it makes it more fun. You know what somebody should do? Is a Dark Souls style game about all different kind of creatures, and you get to pick whatever creature, and the ones
Hello?
that you pick
Dr. Earnhardt?
Hey, it's Daisy. I borrowed the doctor's
influence the game.
How's the search going?
I'm getting closer. How are you?
Good.
I don't exactly follow what you mean.
Like if you say, I was talking to a friend. He said, let's just say if you
Okay.
you pick your
meet
first, you
you
pick
there
your
later.
soul. What type of soul
Hopefully
your
with our
character
friends.
is gonna have?
Great.
Say
Bye.
dark or light or whatever, and it influences your character to the point where you'll have a different path to take. And then he said if you took light, you'd have an even more different path. But each one will end up like going to the same ending depending on who you saved or what you did, and the way he sounded like is a totally different version of Dark Souls, except for better. In a way that it makes the more of a difference, I guess.
Okay.
Not too sure. He's better at explaining it than I am.
First.
I just bought the recurve. So now it's free in the store. yeah, my friend actually thought of that idea, is have it where you get to pick your soul. Or the type of soul you want. He said there's 3 different souls. Soulless. The one he called Light Soul. And the one we call... and the last one was Shadow Soul. Meaning your inner darkness. Sounds like an interesting concept, actually. He knows more about it than I do, so I just leave the stuff for him. What the hell? It says the relic is here. Is the relic underwater or something? Hey, do you think it would work out as a Dark Souls, but a different version of Dark Souls, but with actual guns? I'm curious if that actually would work.
Handled by the right people, yeah. Like the main thing is, it's just nailing down the combat system. And making
the right adjustments or whatever. Because honestly,
making the right changes. Because if it's just Dark Souls with guns, it's just going to turn into every mage fight ever, which is just people circling each other, throwing spells at each other.
Like, I was just like asking because I think it would be pretty cool to actually have one where it's just purely guns. It'd be unique and different. I killed the chicken with a grenade. Anybody want some chicken? I know somebody that's playing like Conan one. Exiles. Says it's actually pretty good. Like, cause I don't know, I've never played it. Heard about it. Damn it, I died. Fuck.
Great.